Hi there team, Coach Alexia here. Getting a lot of questions in some of the Facebook groups I'm part of, but also from my one-to-one runners at the moment. Maybe it's the fact that people have got, bigger spring marathons coming up, and if now's the time, if you're thinking of changing your shoes before a big race, a couple of months at least in advance is usually a good time to start doing it, unless you're kind of buying the similar pair again or something like that, where you really need to. So I thought I'd share some very, very simple, straightforward advice for finding some running shoes that work best for you. Go for fit and comfort, and if you can, please try and go to somewhere that has a lot of running shoes on offer in a kind of bricks and mortar shop or place to visit, where you can try loads on and find the ones that really work for you based on those two criteria, fit and comfort. Now, there are some situations where, you might be recommended a specific sort of category of shoe, like a stability shoe, for example, from somebody knowledgeable who's done some gait analysis or work with you as a coach, perhaps, or as a physiotherapist. You might, like I have at the moment, got some very tricky conditions out on the trails with all the mud and the slipperiness and the rain. So I am spending a lot of my time in shoes that have really decent kind of lugs on the bottom to grip into the mud, and that have, are waterproof. Mine are Gore-Tex, to try and keep my feet as relatively dry for as long as possible. But even within those specific criteria we might need within the sort of shoe selection, there is quite a bafflingly large array of choice out there in terms of maximalist and minimalist cushioning, stability, drop, carbon plates, or other sort of energy kind of recovery systems, all sorts of different stuff. But throughout all of those, the most important two criteria, some decent sized studies have shown now, to about finding the best shoe for you as an individual, is comfort and fit. Now, I get people asking each other questions on Facebook groups for what shoes would you recommend, and they get loads of different answers back for the different pairs of shoes and types of shoes that each individual respondent prefers and gets on with. And that's great, but it's not particularly useful in terms of you finding the best shoe for you. Just because it's the best shoe for them, or they think it's the best shoe for them, doesn't mean it's going to be the best shoe for you. And also myself, I can't recommend you a particular brand or make of shoe, because it is incredibly dependent on comfort and fit. So go and try some on. Also, support our local bricks and mortar running shops, because if we don't, then they'll disappear eventually, and then we'll have nowhere to go and try on running shoes and find the best shoes for ourselves. I hope that's useful. Happy running.